Right before we jump into this video, if you'd like me to send you a free guide to capturing motion in low light situations, just look for this orange box over on my website, put your name, email address in it, hit send it, and I will send you that guide for free. Oh, hello. The Sony money truck backed up today. Hello, thank you, Alpha Sony jacket. That's right, that's not Steven's. That's gonna be mine. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is an unboxing and sniff test of the Sony A1. It has arrived, and it has a lot of ones on it, you know, for Alpha 1. Now, before I get into the video, I do want to let you know that Sony has put an embargo on any of the video reviews or photo reviews until February 4th. What that means is we cannot share photos or video until that date. I believe it's February 4th at 10 a.m. The reason they do that is they don't want people to get the camera in their hands today and be like, I reviewed it. So you're not gonna see a full-on review from us anytime soon, but what you're gonna see are a bunch of smaller videos of me testing it out, because the first thing that I'm gonna go photograph with this bad boy is football. There's some quarterbacks that are training. They're doing it in an indoor training environment. I have a 400-2.8 that I borrowed from Lens Rentals to throw onto this, and we're gonna see how it does in that situation. And also, in another situation, a sushi chef who sells sushi down by the sushi shore, reached out to me to see if I wanted to take photos of him preparing big tuna, big ass tuna or whatever it is, big tuna, and getting stuff ready for the day, and I may photograph that. But let's give this an unbox and a sniffy sniff to see what came in it, because we're like the first people to get it. I'm just saying that. That's because the mail got to us first. First thing in here, they've included with us, I don't think this is gonna be included in a retail box. This is a CF Express Type A card reader. We've got whatever this thing is. We've got a USB-C to USB 3 cable. We got some paperwork. Oh my, do you know what it smells like? Does anybody remember Nintendo games, the cartridges, and when you would get the stuff out, you would just smell that paper? This smells like Mario Brothers 2 paperwork. I stood in line at Kitty City for that as like a 7 or 8-year-old. But you don't care. You want to see what's in the box. What's in the box? A1 strap. Never use it. Steven, we screwed up. You know why we screwed up, Steven?
Why?
We should have had a bottle of A1 steak sauce come out of it. Why didn't we? I got ketchup. I just don't have A1. All right, I want to get right to the camera because that's what you guys really care about, seeing what's in the box, because the camera is really all that matters. This is it. This is the Sony A1 right here. Did you hear all those pictures I just took? That's 8,000 pictures because you didn't even hear me taking them. Let me try that again. You ready? Oh my God, 30 frames a second is insane. So how does it feel? Well, it feels just like an A9 II. It's very similar to the A9 II. In fact, I have an A9 II right here with a grip on it, which I'm gonna take off holy Jesus, I'm gonna take the grip off, and guess what? This grip works on the A1, because it's the same grip that goes on both. Is there much of a difference? Actually, you can see there is a slight difference with the viewfinder sticking out further. I also noticed that at the bottom of the viewfinder on the A1, you have a sensor, that's your proximity sensor, and on the A9 II, it's up top. So they moved that. Other than that, they're very similar, just one minor difference here. To change this top dial, it's now on the back instead of on the front, because it's on the front on this one, but this is the body. But one of the things I'm trying to figure out is, why is it called the A1? I don't know why they called it the A1. I guess it's the top of the top of the top. It's the A1. Then they'll have the A1 II and the A1 III and the A1S. Who knows what they will have, but they call it the A1. It could have been an A9 III, except for the fact that it just does a lot more. This does. Do I have an A7R4 down here? No, I have that upstairs. It's literally like they took the A9 II and the A7R4 and they're like, hey, let's make something else out of it. Now, if you're looking for specs out of this video, you're not gonna get it because I already did a full-on spec review or a preview of the specs. You can click the link down below to check that one out. But look, if you're looking to buy one of these A1s, could you use one of our affiliate links, whether it's through Amazon, whether it's through Alan's Camera? We would appreciate if you support them, because when you use our affiliate links, it helps us to continue to make this content. Let me cut in here and give you a quick break from the Sony A1 unboxing to show you this photo taken with the Sony A9 and 402.8 edited using FroPack 1 and FroPack 2, starting with Color Boomify. Then we go down to Kensington is another good one. Skittles looks awesome for landscapes, but also looks awesome for this photo. We've got Waffle House, looks great. And then we're gonna jump to FroPack 2 with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, high contrast. And finally, Double Stuffed Oreos. So if you're looking to speed up your raw workflow or give yourself a great starting point, we created 15 all new custom Lightroom presets that you can check out right now at FroKnowsPhoto.com/FroPack2. While you're over there, you can play with the sliders to see the befores and the afters. And if you decide to pick up FroPack 2 right now, it is currently on sale. Or if you want to get FroPack 1 and FroPack 2 together as a bundle, you can save even more. And as a side note, FroPack 3 is getting close. Now, back to the A1 unboxing. My biggest question is how come they don't make it the size of this brick, which I'm not gonna put down hard because it will probably break the glass. But this is the 1DX Mark III. There's quite a big difference here. Now, yeah, when you put the grip on it, it gets to be about the same height, but the weight is totally different. I would love to see the option for a bigger, heavier Sony body that just feels like a brick shithouse. But something tells me they're all about making things smaller and lighter. And now that I run around, say, on the campaign trail or do more than just sit around, shoot sports or portraits in the studio, I kind of like having the option of the lighter camera. And even when you throw the grip on it, it's still lighter than if you were to use this brick. But I tell you, the feel of this in the hands is awesome. The feel of the Nikon D5 and D6 in your hands are awesome. But maybe the days of massive bodies are gone. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's see if they gave me the cards we were looking for. We've got a charger, and we've got one. What am I gonna do with one 160 gigabyte CF Express A card? Now, if you've never seen one of these guys, these are smaller than SD cards. This is it. This is your type A card. This is 160 gigs. I would like, and it's a tough card, I would like 2 of them. Supposedly they're sending me more, but the good news is I can put one of these in the camera, and I could also put an SD card in the camera and have the same results because you have 2 card slots that are reverse compatible. Oh, and also right here, the door switch changed. You now go like this and like this versus what was on the other one in the past. It's actually really easy to do. You do that, and there you have it. Another thing I want to check is the serial number. What serial number is this body? Because this is a production body, 32. 3370032. This is possibly the 32nd one that came off the assembly line. So I just love checking out the early serial numbers. All right, the biggest thing that people are talking about right now is this camera versus Canon's R5. Now, it's not exactly fair to compare them, but I do think that when you do compare them, that it's actually good news for Canon, because this is the R5 at $38.99. This is a $6,500 body. This does 20 frames per second. Now, it doesn't have the fast readout speed as this, not nearly as close as this. Sony has crushed with the readout speeds of their stack sensors. Canon, much slower readout speed, but you can still do it. This is 45 megapixels. This is 50 megapixels. And the reason I say that this is good news for Canon is because one day, whenever that one day is, as Modest Yahoo likes to say, one day, yiggy, yiggy, yo, yiggy, yo, yo, yo. He likes to say that one day we're gonna see a Canon R1. Now, when that comes out, is it going to be the size of this? Is it going to be the size of this? we're gonna have to wait and see, because that will be the comparison that I'm interested in, is how will Canon's flagship stack up against the flagship from Sony with this A1. And I know a lot of people out there may be questioning, why would you compare these two? They're not the same. Because this is the only thing from Canon that we have to compare it to just now. We're not gonna compare it to the 1DX Mark III. I mean, technically, you know what? I'm gonna compare it to the 1DX Mark III real fast, because I think that this is a fantastic mirrorless camera. It was the best mirrorless camera that Canon made until they put out the R5 and the R6. But when you flip the mirror out of the way on this one, you're getting 20 frames a second with a mechanical shutter. Yes, you're getting 30 frames a second with this bad boy, which you want to hear it again? Steven, you want to hear it again?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready? Whoa. It's like 150 photos. Wow. The point I'm trying to make here is that if anybody has the chance to make something fantastic, it's going to be Canon with their R1 or whatever they call it. Will they have a stacked sensor? I doubt it. I still think the technology that Sony has with this A1 is far beyond what Nikon's going to be able to do, because if Nikon does it, basically the only thing that Nikon can do is buy the sensor from Sony anyway. So maybe we don't know what Nikon's going to do, but right now, this was just about the unboxing and sniff test of this Nintendo cartridge right here. It feels fine in the hands. It feels like the Sonys. The design and the ergonomics are so much better than the original A9 and so much better than the A7 III. I still question the rubber feel. It still has more of a plasticky feel. I think that the Nikon Z6 and Z7 feel fantastic in the hands. Their rubber is great. And I think Canon's rubber feels really nice and feels really good in the hands. But, you know, that's nitpicking. The moral of the story, under embargo until February 4th. That's when I'll hopefully release some of my first feelings on the camera. I don't think I'll have a RAW converter until then. I will be shooting RAW plus JPEG, and then when I can open the RAW files, I will absolutely make a video for you where you can download the sample RAW files to see high ISO, to see low ISO, and to see how those files look. And I guess I should probably compare the ISOs to the A9 II as well as the A7R4 to see how clean they are or how different they are. So until then, that's what we got. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you to the Sony truck for backing up to the factory. Beep, beep, beep. We appreciate it. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.